I mean, the quality is we should cut the going live out. The quality is cutting live out. No, so music is good for the stream. For the video, it should just be cut out. If you join a video and have to wait 5 minutes,
it's the hello. Welcome to
hello.
So-and-so.
Yeah, that's the intro. You have like a second of going live into the intro.
Caffeine.
He's on that coke. It's fine.
Oh, it's loves a good bit of coke.
The can you held up is called Coke, and in the UK we call it Coke. Yeah, it's fine. It's fine. I mean, you could always. If you record in 4K, your adapter only does 1080, so that's not useful.
No. Why do I need a capture card?
You don't. Someone wants to use this mirrorless camera as a webcam for recording. Something that could help is maybe like printing off some something interesting to have on your backdrop. Just like stick it to your wardrobe or stick it to the wall. Just your backdrop is very white, which is fine. But no. You should start. We can always make it better later. I can give you longer HDMI cables. Yeah. I'm going to quickly grab some water, even though we're late.
We should wait till he's back. No. I don't think he can hear us.
I can definitely hear what you guys are saying.
Do you not like my little wired earphones?
It's better than...
It also routes to my DAC if I'm not paying attention. My preamp.
No, I don't. I'm very tempted to move my camera, but I don't like what's that way, that direction. So I'm not going to. Need split screens if I can.
setting up Twitch to make sure they can see mod view and stuff like that. API things over on the right. Stuff about Cron.
I was shocked that it did repeating action while I just held it down. I assumed it would watch for up and down events.
Hello and welcome to Devcast Ups. Today you have myself, Wale, James, and Barnaby. And what we're going to do today is going to be so awesome that I already forgot. So please remind me.
We're doing base Linux things. We're setting up cron jobs. But more specifically, I think we made the script to do this last time we were here.
It's like 2 weeks ago.
Yeah, 2 weeks ago.
Last week we did something else.
We didn't get around to actually setting it to be a cron because there's a couple of bits that we were missing. Those bits were getting away from the server to Vault. And I think the policies associated with that so that it could rotate its CA. And you can see we have our CA as being seven days in this. I can't remember if we set it up to be 7 days in our script. The idea behind this is the internal CA that manages our internal console certificates. And we want this to rotate automatically so that we don't have to worry about CAs. Something quickly of note that if we're doing this weekly, we should change it from 7 to 8 instead of you want to +1 for a little overlap.
That's a good shout.
I have changed it. My screen has been shared.
I have learnt the hard way that if you do a window exactly on the time that you want this thing to be alive for and don't give it any extra time, if anything goes wrong to the system that renews it at that time, you then have to go and manually fix it. So giving yourself a bit of buffer allows it so if the server was rebooting, it will come up and try again when it reboots. Or
something that the VSO does. The Vault Secrets Operator for Kubernetes, and I think Vault Agent does it as well. And I think is when there's 33% left. That's when it triggers. 33% left. That's when it triggers.
We're not doing this. We're just doing this on a time basis, not a lease basis. So we have to be we have to build in that margin ourselves.
We could cron this every hour and put some. We could cron this every checks, and when there's some time left, then it starts like not today. But nothing is stopping us from extending this script if we feel we need to. Because all the stuff you said about box failing and that stuff, this script won't handle this script because the cron probably won't trigger as soon as it comes back up. So that's just other problems. That's not what we're dealing with today.
We're doing the Vault side today.
We're just gonna just get the control to work. Big authenticate. It
wouldn't be that hard to do. Now you've said it, but because
not for today. Not for today.
Unauthenticated endpoint, so we wouldn't even need to log in.
Well, I mean, we're logged in anyway. But,
yeah.
This doesn't take a role. This needs to take a role. That's fun. So this needs to take a role. And then this is our role. And then this. So we're just going to copy this. Is our role. This is going to be. We're just going to copy this. This is going to be CA renew. Do we want to be that specific?
Surely it should be Vault server, as it's
Vault server.
That's the role it's running from.
Yeah.
We may extend this at some point to do something else that's not just certificate renew, but
that
is
Some policies over here.
Or later.
Do you know what the policy would be off the top of your head?
I have the API open. That's the wrong bit, so give me a second. I can find it out. But we need to essentially hit the rotate path. But our cron that we use uses the root, uses the CLI, so you don't have the exact mapping.
I mean, I could just get it to do anything to it. So it's going to need to care about
I could just get it to do anything to it.
So it's going to need to care about the CA console. Console. No PKI.
PKI/root
No PKI.
/rotate. What do we? I can't remember what we have in our cron.
So that's PKI. That's the cron. PKI. Rotate.
Yeah.
That's the cron.
We do just use the API, can't you? Root rotate, and you could put it to internal as well if you want to be specific. We don't have any stars. It's a post, so it will need create an update most likely. Which may also need delete as it's rotating, but it will definitely create an update.
Root. Rotate internal. Rotate internal. Just make sure there's nothing set in.
Do we set up the role in Vault? The initial CA.
This one. Well, that's the vault to get the CA. This is the actual CA. That's the vault to get the CA. This is the actual CA. It doesn't look like anything here defines this. It doesn't look like anything here defines this.
We could put a requires parameters block in to force it to the correct issuer name. Might be worthwhile.
Wasn't the correct common name? Wasn't the correct common name? Or this one? Issuer name console?
Name. Yeah.
Or this one? Issuer name console? I don't know how that one's.
It's been a while. So you have allowed parameters, which would be issuer. It's just another block within the path under the path block.
So just go allow parameters. So just go allow parameters, and then I can go that. So I can go that. Cool.
We will also need that delete command path above as well.
Oh yeah. Let's do this differently then.
Don't need the allowed parameters on this one, as it's direct path to it.
Yep, don't allow parameters. This one doesn't need delete. Parameters. This one doesn't need delete. Probably list will fail.
I don't think you need read either. You probably just need create.
Create. And
Can you add the closing?
And then, good spot. Sure.
Should probably variabilize at some point.
What do we need to variabilize?
I guess if you're doing it there, you should have it pull it that way on the one above as well.
Well, but this doesn't have it. This is
Issue with
this.
names.
Well, this,
yeah.
but this doesn't have it. This is this. Good spot. Right. Good spot. Then that would be just delete.
would be
Do you think needs to redo update? Try and delete. Just delete. Do you think needs to redo
I think
update?
delete should be fine. I guess we'll find out in a bit.
Yeah.
James, do you remember when we were talking about policies last week? Because with Vault, right, you don't have to have all the resources already like defined. Whereas in AWS, it was kept
I've built circuit fence in AWS. Policies assume policies, and the order in which you create the policies is important, even though I want to create them the wrong way. But yeah, that is AWS fun. So this should work. This should work. I'm not going to worry about limiting this now. We can just try. I'm not going to worry about a box to authenticate and then go from there. A box to authenticate and then go from there.
Yeah, because the other bit we're talking about was bound tags, bound labels in GCP as they're called.
No, oh my god. No, oh my god. Sorry, I'm forgetting which repo I'm in.
I guess depending on how well the stream goes, it will depend on how many sort of restrictions we'll layer on top of this to target it.
And how long those take to get to work. And how long those take to get to work. Very tough password. Okay. Very tough password. Okay. This up so people can see what I'm doing.
I think the way for admin is slightly better having a unique service account for Vault servers would probably be the easiest way to map it.
I mean, one could say you want a unique service account per server. Or at least server type.
Yeah.
Or at least server type. One could say about, certainly with how easy it is GCP, one could say about probably create a unique one per server. You could probably create a unique one per server.
I just remember messing with Azure with federated identities and hitting all sorts of weirdities there.
Okay, so that's that done. So now we log into the box and see what happens. That's that done. So now we log into
run the
the
script,
box
see if it works. If it's happy.
Okay,
I guess we need to modify it to pass the role in.
SSH 10.6.0.2.
You make that a little bit bigger.
just a tiny bit.
Whee!
Thank you.
I'm going to probably make this a bit smaller. Let's me connect.
That's okay.
Me connect.
I wonder if your resize has mess with it.
Oh, it's because something stole my session while I was just holding it down. So probably Terminals do weird things when you hit Control Plus because you're inputting a value into the terminal. It's just not showing that value.
That's not going to work, surely, in any case.
No,
your username.
No,
Yeah,
my
you bound
username.
yours.
Yeah, all my systems use the current username. We need to restart. We have a restart. All my systems use the current username. We need to restart. We have a restart. What we need to do. So let's. Anyway. Vim. Vim. I assume we're going to ultimately get this in via. I'm just going to Ansible Linux now. So we need to set the role name.
Dash role.
Like that?
It seems logical. Give it a go. See what happens.
Not, is it executable already?
No. Plus X. Plus X. Role is not defined. Role is not defined. Vault.
Yes.
Login. Login.
I wonder if you need role equals instead. Pass as a key value.
I've got role equals.
Instead of dash, though.
Oh yeah. Right. Oh yeah. Right.
Because I think when you do LDAP, you have username equals.
Role vault server cannot be found. What did I call the vault server cannot be found? What did I call the vault? Vault_server. Vault_server. Oh, this is OIDC. This is the wrong thing entirely.
Is it core GCP?
Core GCP, and the method is Google.
Need to set it all up.
Type is GCP, not Google.
We deleted it.
Yay! Yay!
Guess we need more permissions for the other one though. Let's have a look at the policy. Cool.
So there is a chance that
might be the allowed parameters messing with it. You might need to specify all of them. I'm not entirely sure. I haven't really messed with them to great detail.
To start with, can we remove the allowed parameters? See if it works. See if it works.
I can. Oh no, it's
fine. Core Vault server edit policy. Core Vault server edit policy. Save. Allow parameters. Save. There we go. So allowed parameters wasn't happy.
Try required parameters
wasn't happy
instead of allowed, because I think we're specifying more than one parameter.
Yeah.
And I think the other option is you put star and star.
Oh yeah, because allowed would be you can only specify these ones. That makes sense. Okay, so assuming this works, the next thing we can do is labels. Is labels. Going that this is obviously going to work, so let's start looking at what labels we can use.
Did we set up a label on our server that made sense?
I was just going to log into Log into the terminal and have a look. Log into
I've been
the
onto
terminal
onto the GCP portal in a while.
Oh, I forgot I need to.
Are you in the Azure world right lately?
Yeah, I'm breaking. IBM's breaking stuff for me lately. Having sort of hitting things where enterprises want to do something at a bigger scale than a company originally thought of, so didn't expand things out to that size.
Oh, I broke something. Failed to pass policy. Required parameters wrong. Required parameters wrong. Okay, let's move GCP to one. So we don't have a useful label. So that's something we can. So we don't have a useful label. So that's something we can. Required parameters is a list of parameter names. It doesn't actually specify what parameter. Okay, yeah. So I think we need to. Specify all the parameters. And then we need to specify all the parameters we're going to give. We need to specify all the parameters this needs to be allowed. So required is these are the parameters you need to set. These are the parameters you need to set. And then luckily, I know exactly what we're setting. So we're setting TTL. empty list is anything.
Yeah, I was wondering if there's a way that you can do like a star to get the remaining wildcard, remaining parameters. So if it uses the standard policy, like ranking system, it will use issue a name and do that. So I'd be intrigued if you just instead of TTL and common name, if you just said star empty list.
If any keys are specified, all non-specified parameters will be ignored unless the parameter star is set to an empty array, which allows all the parameters to be modified. Parameters with safe values will still be stripped.
It was buried in the deep.
Yeah. And there's denied parameters if you really don't want them to do anything. And denied parameters can take values as well. Oh, that's cool. They're going that you can. You can create a role, but you can't give yourself the admin policy.
It's I feel like the people don't really use the required, allowed, and denied parameters that much. And what a lot of people do is they manage it in Sentinel, when you can just do it through the allowed parameters, required parameters and stuff. And doing it in the ACL is more efficient than doing it in Sentinel because of the Sentinel compute cost of role governing policies and endpoint governing policies is higher than just the standard ACL.
It also, if there's a way of getting past Sentinel because someone's done something they shouldn't have, this stops it. Kind of later down the line stops it.
Sentinel is sort of an additional layer of security for these things. That means if you're letting people edit policies, you can let them edit policies in namespaces. And at the top level, you can have Sentinel policies that span namespaces that stop people doing things they really shouldn't do.
Yeah.
It should kind of be your last line of defense, but really you should try and do as much as you can in the
move security left and all that.
Yeah.
Move security left and all that. Yeah, the more I've messed with ACLs, because I'm a big fan of having. I've messed with ACLs because if you can have a few policies as possible, you should. Because it's like, do we have like this? Because it's like we could create policy per. We could create policy nomad job and bind it separately, but this works just as well separately.
This is what I was talking to Cole about in the Thought Leadership series about structuring your automation platforms to mirror your Vault topology, so you can have sort of one policy that's templated that just you get permissions based on where you call it from, rather than making hundreds of policies.
Okay, time to see if this works.
The flip side of that is I'm also in favor of having more small policies that are very clear on what they're giving access to. So if something needs permission to rotate a CA, for example, that should be a policy that's called something sensible, like rotating a CA. And if they need something actions to do something else, you create another policy which is defined for that. So then you can kind of look at the policy list and quickly figure out what something should and shouldn't be able to do.
So you're saying this policy shouldn't be called Vault Server? Is that what you're saying? This policy shouldn't be called Vault Server? Is that what you're saying?
That is what I'm saying.
You happy? Still in the core Vault? You happy?
Yeah.
Still in the core
It
Vault?
is a core Vault functionality. It's very break everywhere you link it to.
Only linked it to one place, it's fine. Only linked it to one place, it's fine. I had to do a massive move. I had to do a move block today. I said massive. Move block today. We moved how we made Kubernetes namespaces. And obviously that's not something you want to delete and redeploy, because that'll delete everything in Kubernetes. Everything in Kubernetes. So I had a fun go at the move block.
I think the last time I was moving things in state, I just moved them manually. I didn't use the move block.
Yeah, it was. We were getting rid of the. It was moving it from a list to just a single object. Which it was like quite a simple change. But
I remember having all sorts of issues with state and for each loops. And how I think it was just it was a for each loop, but it was over a list where the ID was the thing that was being listed through. So essentially, if you added something to the list, was it list or account? But essentially, I think it was essentially it didn't check it was just counting them and looping through it took the length of the list as a count. God, it's a loop around, but essentially, and then it would index them based on the count index. But if you put something else into the list, it would change anything the count, because I think it was part of the set. So things moved around. Because we wanted to make sure it was unique values.
I've had multiple things like that with like IAM policy, so it doesn't actually matter that everything's looping around. Policy, so it doesn't actually matter that everything's looping around.
For each is better if you do it with for each, but if you need to change if you need to change the item that is the for each.
My lights have been turned off the wall. Give me 1 second. My lights have been turned off the wall. Give me 1 second.
If you need to change something that's for each, because it will change the ID of the thing in the state, it will destroy it and recreate it, even if it's not a destructive change.
Well, as long as you just don't change the ID in the state. As long as you just don't change the ID. Okay, what label do we want to do? Do we want to be like Vault Server equals true? Do we want to be like Vault Server equals true? Application doesn't work because it's multiple applications. Application doesn't work because it's multiple applications.
Vault Server, and then maybe give it a cluster number in case we ever need to spin up more clusters.
I mean, do we want this to be true? Do we want this to be a cluster number? Do we want this to be true?
I think cluster number.
Cluster 0.
Like that?
Yep.
Like that? This is a different repo. Okay, while that's going through, then in this one we go bound labels. I will double check. But I think it's like that. I think that's what it wants. Labels. Yeah.
You clicking a pen while I can hear something just going over
Oh,
and over and
sorry.
over again.
I was holding on to something. I just realized GCP base is in plan stage.
Yes, I literally just. Yes, I
for
a while.
Yeah, for 3 months.
For a while. Oh.
Yeah.
No, the last change was 2 months ago. Oh. No, the last change was planned was just now.
See, that thing was confusing. When you look at it,
Planned was just now.
it says planned and then 3 months ago. But I can see that a minute ago now. Wow.
While we're messing around with Vault, it reminds me of something we were chatting about the other day. So, been messing a little bit with Vault in pipelines and started looking at Secret Sync, but Secret Sync only goes to so many sources. I think it does the big cloud vendors and GitHub at the moment. I think it might be fun if we could get like an internal Secret Sync, so you could sync a dynamic value to a KV in Vault. So then for applications that have already built native integrations into KVs, they can reach out to those and pull them runtime. And kind of get you onto your Secret Sync Python dynamic version, dynamic secrets with less of a hassle to implement.
This is rebuilding our client.
What changed on our client?
Packer image updated. Packer image updated. It's one of those things I couldn't exactly be like, oh no, we can't update it. No, we can't update it. It's just a pack update. It's just a pack update. So we do we get check blocks?
Part of our package
for free?
Check.
Do you get check blocks for no cost? Because that would be a good thing to have. So health checks fail. I mean, I could just go.
I imagine it would be a plus to get the health checks in the drawer.
It's an org thing. Yeah, I can't see what I turn on.
Just hide it from you until you pay the enterprise.
Base failed. Invalid value for field labels. Label key. Invalid vault underscore field labels. Label key. Vault. I'll start with a lowercase character only containing lowercase character. Numeric characters, underscores and dashes. I started it with capitals. So numeric characters, underscores and dashes.
It's not bad.
Capitals, so it works. This is my probably my main bugbear. Is every tool's naming convention is different.
It would be nice if did it catch it in the plan?
Nope. Oh yeah, that's the other thing. It's always why check because it hits the API, which is fair. Because if GCP API changes, you don't want to have to. You don't want that issue then.
The page doesn't say anything. It only tells you that you can have check blocks is from 1.5, and how it works. But than that,
it's health check. It's health check itself would work. It's health check. We don't just need check blocks. It's health check itself would work. We don't just need check blocks. It's full health check, which I can't. See.
I imagine that's enterprise.
It's weird that the main server didn't run. Until the client instance was deleted. Sure, there's a reason for it.
Did we? I don't know. We've set our forks particularly low for running.
I think it's just the way it. Health assessments are available for HTTP Telephone Plus edition. HTTP Telephone Plus edition. Cool.
Do we have Plus?
Cool. No, we're free to. It'll cost us more money than I want to spend. Need free to.
Yeah. Plus.
Because it's not that we have to spend more on like the 500 plus resources. You lose the 500 free if you go up tiers. Things get more expensive.
Yeah, 47p a census resource would.
I think it ends up being like a couple hundred a year for us. Like it's not crazy a year for us. Like it's not crazy.
It's unnecessarily spent money, I think, overall.
Yeah, I would question. Like at that point, I'd be like, we should. I would question like as fewer policies as possible, as fewer laws as possible. Like it starts having the question of like how efficiently can we buy resources, not how efficient practice. I like to think we're trying to do best practice. I
think all kind of licensing agreements that are done on consumption and do kind of force you into bigger.
Because they have to bad practices. Generally, best practices cost. Generally, best practices cost, or that's the value that you measure on. So it's the only one you can be like, oh yeah, this is what we're going to measure on. So it's the only one you can be like, oh yeah, this is what we're going to charge for.
I do think the move to per resource instead of per workspace is a sensible one.
I agree. Makes sense.
I really want, and they'll never do it. I want it to be per megabyte of state file saved.
They won't make money off that.
And per agent run. Because ostensibly that is HTTP's storage of the obviously development costs as well, but like storage of the back end. And agent runs and package up agent runs the state file megabyte so you can buy like a couple however big of state you can buy like they're never going to do it they'll never do it but essentially they're never going to do it resource cost they'll never do it cost per resource is cost per megabyte of state file per byte of state file megabyte of state file byte of state
when
file
we deploy jobs to Nomad, does it count them as resources as well?
Yes.
The reason I'm asking is because it doesn't track the state of the jobs. So,
but it's still a job stored in the state file. Which means it still costs money. Which means if it was ephemeral, it wouldn't cost anything. If it was ephemeral, it wouldn't cost anything.
We're a bit of annoyed about like IAM policies being they don't cost anything in the US. You are meant to have really granular ones. But if it's cost per resource, each one now does have a cost associated with it. So if you've spun up thousands of IAM policies for really granular access control and you move to resource pricing, all of a sudden there's a cost associated.
Well, you had it in AWS S3. It used to be one resource from S3 bucket. It used to be one resource from janky and monolithic as that was. And now it's like 20 as that was. So if you're managing lots of S3 buckets, costs have also gone way up from the way they split. Anyway, that should be that done. So let's try see if we've done this correctly. That doesn't look correct.
Just hanging.
Wait.
It is just hanging. Oh.
What?
It's just hanging. Oh. It did work.
Patience, young one. Patience.
I suppose maybe it took a second. It needs to. I suppose try its token. Realize its token was wrong. Get a new token. Try that token.
Try again.
The script just to login. It doesn't cache the token.
The token is cached within the instance.
But we're not using
GCP. GCP stores a token on the box. So when you're doing the GCP login, it just gets that token.
The GCP token, not the vault token. Makes sense.
No. So yeah, not a vault token. The GCP. No. So yeah, not a vault
Do you want
token.
to put this into the Cron tab and then call it a day?
Wow, Barnaby.
Well,
hurry.
we would need to load this file dynamically onto this box as well.
Yeah.
Dynamically onto this box as well.
I imagine this will take 20 minutes to get it through Ansible Cron tab. And
Okay,
then
so I'm gonna
in.
move this to. DCO Vault Ansible. DCO Vault Ansible. Server.
Yeah.
Vols. Files. Server. Tasks. Oh god, this is where I'm like, I'll just put in template because I know how that one works. Oh god, this is where I'm like, I'll just put in template. No, it should be in template.
Yeah.
No, it should be in template.
You put in
This should be in template because we should template this. This should be in template this because we should
change the extension as well.
We should template this.
Ginger 2.
I keep buying JS instead of J2. I keep buying JS.
There's something that won't be an issue for us, but we may want to think about. Is this should at least be set to run once, and I think Ansible always picks the same host because it goes in lexicographical order when it picks them, so it shouldn't be an issue. But if you're changing your hosts in your cluster a lot and you have one that becomes a lexicographically higher value than this next time Vault would run, or the answer would run, it would potentially paste this onto a second node. Although if you're replacing nodes, you should probably be replacing all of them. So it's a very small use case.
What you'd probably want to do is not to run once. Delete this script in the cons. This script in the file. And then run once. Like load the file in. It means you won't have a clean run.
I think run once is enough.
Should we do state then? Should we add state there?
I don't think we need state for this.
Will this then check if it's because state is there so that it doesn't keep redoing it every time?
No, this won't.
You're thinking of the command like creates when you're using custom command blocks.
Yes. Yeah.
This will check.
You only need to manage what Ansible will do if you're using shell or command that kind of is outside a neat Ansible wrapper that knows how to check for what it's doing.
No. So we're gonna use Ansible to do the cron to create the cron job as well.
Yeah, there probably is a cron Ansible plugin.
Yeah, you saw this. Yeah, you saw this.
That was quick.
And you can do special time as well. So this says on boo on restart. I don't know if you can do on boo on restart. I don't. So you can do special time specific nickname. Oh, okay. I don't special time specifically nickname. Oh, I just want special time. So this is probably more what I want. So this is probably more what I want.
Oh, okay.
We've got day, hour, month, minute.
Yeah.
The ones you want.
Yeah. Name. Name.
You probably want. Not that it really matters for this, but as we've got a bit of buffer, minute can probably be star.
Oh yeah, no, I was.
Can we? Give
I was.
Space in the name.
Oh no, because
I see.
It's
Okay,
the name of the file. No, because
this it does SH then.
It's the name of the file.
Right.
It's the... Oh yeah, I mean I can do that. Yeah. Oh yeah, I mean I can do that. I'm not going to name the thing. Job. I'm not going to name it.
For your template file, you'll probably want it to be executable.
No.
X. Oh, it has to be a number.
0700. I think you can just have it as an int. It will take it. We don't need to put it in string. I think the rest of ours are strings.
Okay.
We could maybe have it 744 or 740.
Yeah. 4's read, isn't it?
Yeah.
Like 4's read.
Oh,
If we log
the
into
o-
it, we're going to tweet.
The other ones,
If we-
the other modes we
if we
have
log into
at
it,
the
we're gonna
top
go
is
to
also in string.
Yeah, I think I'm fairly certain it will happily take an int as well. But because it's Python based, it's not too fussy about typings of variables.
Yeah.
It is good practice to. It is good practice. So we want this to run. Do we want this to run on a particular weekday? Do we want this to run on a particular
Have it run
weekday?
Friday morning or Friday or like Saturday night.
So when we come back on Monday, we can
Saturday.
find out.
Saturday 1 in the morning or something like that.
So 0 is Sunday. So that 0 is Saturday. So that would be 1 in the morning. That would be Saturday. That would be 1 in the morning.
What does not affect the gaming stuff?
What, Saturday 1 in the morning?
No, as in if it
What,
fails or
Saturday
if
1 in the
anything
morning?
was to be wrong. And then,
If this has failed,
yeah.
then it needs to be fixed. It would need to be fixed anyway. It needs to be fixed. It would need to be the best time to run this probably is on Monday morning. But the best time I don't want most of our streams to be debugging this. So I don't. At least Saturday we can debug it.
Often before the game streams, we jump on a bit early to see if there's anything that's not quite working or not quite happy, because we're spinning up a lot more stuff for that and it needs things to be stable. So
I assume our platform's broken. I assume most Saturday streams. So I do go in and most Saturday streams.
it's been pretty good lately.
Check. Yeah. I assume the console and Envoy and that stuff's going to make it a bit Envoy and that stuff. Interesting. So this is. We happy with this? Interesting. So this is. We happy with this? Cool. Cool. God, what am I even running? I'm going to probably run tests. I need to be on a Vault server. Tests. I need to be on a Vault server. Vault.
Change your host, not your.
Oh. I don't know if there's any other bars I need. One sh test dot YAML. New version of the HTTP CLI? No. New version of the HTTP CLI? No.
I wonder when that will go GA or not GA, when it will go version 1.
I assume sometime this year.
Actually,
no, they can still do. Yeah, sorry. Because it was 9, my mind was like, oh, next one should just be 1. But then that's not how it works, obviously. Yeah.
I imagine. It's going to be a while because HTTP doesn't feel stable yet. So will the price hikes they had recently.
Oh my god, it affected. It took away all our credit.
Did you see the Vault dedicated cost as well?
The Vault? I don't use that
dedicated cost as well. Vault dedicated's gone from. I think it was 0.06. No, 0.03 to 0.6. No, 0.03.
Yeah,
so
like,
more than a 10 times increase.
It used to be like $25 a month to run a basic one.
I need to double check all the stuff I've deployed into HTTP then, because since the cost has changed, I might have to review.
Yeah, it's true. I really like. Yeah, it's true. HTTP, what HTTP is, what it lets you do. HTTP, what HTTP is, what it lets you do. But the costs are now getting to the point where. I'm just going to like home server dev it. I'm just going to like cost just doesn't really make sense.
Yeah, no. I think they speeded us up first. Get on our platform. Now you're dependent on us. Yep. Boom.
Or if like Vault Secrets ever gets stupid money, like we now have, ever gets important secrets there. So it's going to be hard if we ever need to move out there.
We would need special treatment because we have the one we can't delete there as well. So
It'd be so funny. Oh, we've got 5 secrets we can't do anything about. Please help. Oh, we've got 5 secrets we can't do anything about. Please help.
Money on there, they can't delete it because they delete everything when they run out of money.
If they use their own APIs, they cannot delete that secret. They cannot delete that secret. Their APIs cannot delete that secret. Okay, so that is the. I don't even know how you. Okay, so that's one contab. I don't even know how you.
Contact minus L. And then sudo. There you go. Oh, nice. And then have we confirmed that rotate ca.sh is executable and it also has stuff in there.
That looks like the permissions you want.
Yep.
That looks like the permissions you want. The other thing you asked is context. Cool.
Perfect.
It's probably not worth doing it now because we've got not a lot of time. It's probably not worth doing it
at
now.
some
point.
7 minutes.
Not time, but we need to at some point variabilize all this. Variabilize and this one as well. But that can be a job for not today, and that's probably not a job for stream. That's probably a job between. And that's probably not a job for stream.
That's quietly updating Ansible templates. I think we've done plenty of Ansible on the stream. So.
Yeah. And this is all lives in our repo. If people want to see most current up-to-date version of any of this code, most current up-to-date version of any of this code, it's all public. Well, most of it's public.
Cool.
But yeah.
All right. So, do we have any news that we want to share before we call it there? Any exciting?
Should we talk about this weekend? Should we talk about this weekend?
I completely forgot.
Oh, okay, good. Thank you, Alan. Wait, what?
Cool. The guy whose house we're going around to. The guy whose house we're going around. He's going to have a shock on Sunday.
Come back. You turn up. I'll be still in bed.
I'm fine. To you guys.
So this Sunday we're doing in-person stream at Barnaby's house. Hopefully. We're going to be playing some games. We'll be having some secretive meetings before then, which will hopefully set out our plans for the year. We've been very doing the same thing for the last 6 months, which I think has been good. We've got what we're doing settled, but now we need to work out how we make this more of a thing. And then at some point we'll decide what board game to play. And we'll probably play a board game for a couple of hours over the major off Pro stream on Saturday, but we'll at least be doing a board game stream on Sunday.
Bring my entire
Monopoly
PC.
set.
I'm not playing with you two.
I'm not playing with it. Fam, we'll be there forever. Should I bring my PC?
I think. Well, it depends if you want to play a board game or if you want to play a
We could Factorio.
proper regular game. Maybe set up a slightly better desk setup than we had last time.
Yeah.
Still,
I have a table.
Yeah. We'll chat this weekend. People will see how it ends up on.
What we decide to do.
Friday.
Yes.
Yeah, I don't know. I'm not around on Saturday, so I don't. The regular stream on Saturday I won't be there for, so I don't know if it will continue on without me. I know we've done those as individuals in the past.
See what I'm up to on Saturday. Go from there. Oh wow, take us away. Take us away.
All right. So again, thank you everyone for tuning in. Hope you had as much fun as we did. Okay, so don't forget to hit the follow button here on Twitch so you never miss a stream. And if you enjoy the content, make sure to subscribe on YouTube and for more awesome videos. Also, we love hearing from you. So leave us a comment below and let us know what you would like to see in the future as well. Don't forget to turn on the notifications so you're always up to date with our latest content.
Gotta ring
Thank
that
you.
bell. Gotta ring that bell.
Bye.
Bye.
Yeah. You sound like you're reading an auto cue when you do that. That's a bit.